Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel. I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are listening to I Watch You Watch. We are covering this week The Real Housewives of Miami. This is going to be a recap of episodes 12 and 13. Sorry, I did miss last week. I just want to be honest with you all. I kind of get overwhelmed because I have so many shows to have to review. At least two of my shows are now gone, and I think another one won't be gone for another week or so, or another month or so. But I may have to do some of these videos on a recording, as far as voice recording, because it's a lot to try to do. As far as me finding time to record the certain videos, and this is kind of easier to edit and all that good stuff. I thank you all for coming to my channel. Please like this video. Also, subscribe to my channel. You can share this video also and leave your comments below. Just a quick recap of last week's episode. We do know that Lisa went to visit another house that she could not afford. That was $5 million. It's not in her budget. Lisa's not still prepared to really live a different life than what she has thus far. This week, I'm not giving her a hard time. She's still trying to navigate through this. I just don't want to hear everything all the time. So hopefully we don't have to. But anyways, Larsa and Marcus, they make another podcast. And basically they're just talking about that they don't mind the age gap between them. But there was just something else that Larsa did say on this week's episode that I'll get into that's kind of like, okay. It's like you guys act like, well, I'll say on Larsa's part, you act like there's no red flags, but then you do have some red flags, or at least try to guard yourself in a way that's like, okay, well, I guess it's not that convenient as you try to portray it to be, as far as the relationship goes. Gertie and Russell, they go out to lunch, and she's just really letting her hair down and saying, I am depressed because of the way, just trying to know what's going to happen to me with the cancer stuff. It's still taxing in its ways. You do not, even in stage 1, want to not, the fear, just because of how many people are terminally exiting the earth because of that disease. You do have that fear, and I understand it, and it's natural. I'm glad that she does have the support that she does have in Russell, and he's there. Shout out to Russell. All right, Nicole finally found out from Julia that Adriana invited Anna with malintent, because she wanted Anna there to bring up all of this stuff about Alexia. So for a minute, the girls were trying to still hang on to it, like it was really Nicole's fault, or a little bit of like, oh, Nicole, you knew. And as I've said in the prior weeks, I think that Nicole had an inkling as to they don't really get along. But for some reason, I don't think that she knew what Anna was going to be up to. However, it probably would have been best to just say, hey, this person's coming back in the group. How do you, just to let you know that this is going to happen. But finally she's exonerated, and Alexia doesn't feel the same way about Nicole again. Now, Adriana said something in her confessional. She really feels like Alexia is intimidated slash jealous of Nicole because Nicole is the new Cuban Barbie, basically. She has everything that Alexia wants. I mean, look, Nicole's got it going on. She's a doctor. She has a wealthy man. They both live wealthy, luxurious lives. They don't want for anything. They got 2 homes, or possibly like 3 homes now. But it's like, okay. I mean, as far as we know thus far, even though we think that there's trouble in the camp about finances, I mean, Alexia's still living her life. We don't see her going to sign up for an EBT card. We don't even see her as, in my opinion, pathetic as Adriana is as far as wanting her old lifestyle back. So I don't know. What do you guys think? um, this was also Miami Fashion Week, and Julia and Kiki will be walking. And I think both women did a tremendous job. I love seeing something different come out of the ladies. It was so well. See them model and do their thing. Kiki opens up a little bit about her past. Her father kicked her out of the house when he found out that she was a model. So, in order to survive, she had to work at Burger King. Now, I remember last season there was something about Burger King that Kiki was talking about, or got a burger that was cold or something, and she didn't like it. I remember this was on Adriana's boat, and I think Julia ticked her off. I think that's what was going on. I can't remember clearly about it. Yeah, so that's basically everything that happened. Um, oh, the girls after the modeling gig was supposed to come with Kiki, and most of them ditched except for Adriana and I think Julia stayed. And we're going to deal with that in this upcoming episode. So, in episode 13, everyone's going to Mexico City, and this is going to be Alexia's trip. They're going down there for several reasons, and it looks very action packed. It's eventful, I'll say that much. And I'm just so sick and tired of the black franchises, the black franchises being taken to these poor places. I don't know why they do this franchises like that. Potomac and Atlanta. That is so cruel. And I don't like what Bravo does to them. They take them to these places, and it's like the black folks don't really get a chance to be luxurious. But anyways, Mexico City is something different from what we usually see as far as with Mexico, because they always usually go to a resort. Shout out to Beverly Hills. I think Potomac has also done that too. But at least they're going to farther parts into Mexico. So I'm excited to learn that culture. So Nicole will be arriving late. She can't get out of her shift, so she'll be coming later on that evening after the ladies get there. The ladies arrive in Mexico City, and Kiki has her second surgery. She tells them about hers. She tells her about the second surgery. It went well, and now she's going to be preparing for chemo, which will be in about 3 weeks. They were able to get all of the cancer cells out, but now the chemo is supposed to dead whatever's up in there remaining. Okay, so while they're on the bus, Lisa has to take an important call by her lawyer. We find out later it's about her. The lawyer really wants her to settle. It's a way to try to not go to court. We find out that, I guess, with Lenny, there's been less compromise, and they always have to go back to the table because one minute Lenny says this, and then he'll gaslight and say he didn't say this and all this good stuff, or he'll say that he talked it over with his lawyer and his lawyer said that that's not the best option for him. She says that I'm not ready to settle yet. I just need a little bit more. Da 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 da. And Larsa said, it's really about a power thing with Lenny and with anyone in that type of situation, because it's like Lenny gets to, he holds all the power, and Lisa has more to lose than Lenny. He's supposed to be building this house for her and all this good stuff. It's like a tear down and all that, but Larsa feels like it's another way to control. And I think Larsa really has a lot of experience with this, and that's why she's so gung-ho, be independent, da 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 da. I kind of wish Larsa would go into some of the stuff that went on with her and Scotty, but I think that she'd rather not, one, for the family, and then she doesn't want to dredge up any type of drama in that way. Let's see. All right, so while they are down in Mexico, it's not today, but they're going to go to a Pride Festival in Mexico City, and Adriana will be performing there. It looks like all the women are, frankly, getting along together, because I didn't think Adriana and Marisol would be okay, and Julia be okay, and Alexia. But Alexia says, she's going to be singing my favorite song, Fire. Miami's hot, 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 fire. Yeah, so that'd be cool to see. I did see some video last year with that, so that's pretty cool. Or not last year, earlier this year. Or last year. Oh. Larsa says that maybe we could spend some time, because down here there's a city that actually makes her tequila brand that she's going to be coming out with, and would love for everyone to support. Then she brings up something that Alexia said last year, that it seems like in every event that Larsa has, it's about her brand. It's not just us getting together to bond or whatever. And she said, well, that really hurt my feelings because I don't really have a Todd. So then that ended up insulting Alexia, and she's like, well, what do you mean by that? You don't know how much Todd supports me and all that good stuff. And Larsa's like, well, I've been on my own for 2 years. And Kiki, in her confessional, I will say that she's been doing good. Now, I don't know why she had that, her a dildo out, trying to take away her tears, but whatever. She was great. She kind of narrated this episode, in my opinion, and did a good job. But she's like, oh, you're up here crying because you don't have a Todd. All I got is a dildo. Grow a pair, basically. So they kind of argued. Nobody was backing down, per usual. They're all stubborn, Alexia and Larsa. But Larsa said that she wasn't saying it in an insulting way. She was saying it in a way that I don't have that support, that monetary support that I am used to having. So I don't know. She got a divorce settlement, but who knows? She has to do it on her own, and I think that's a total difference than having a mate with you that's with you, that at least does 50-50 or 90-10. Let's see. Julia. Okay, so while they're going to be in Mexico City, it's going to be Julia and Kiki's birthday. So they travel with Adriana and to go dance, to have her. She's practicing her dance for her time for Pride, but it's more of a distraction for Julia and Kiki to go, so that the ladies can prepare whatever cakes that they're going to order for Kiki and Julia. Um, let's see. Da, da, da. So while they're out, Lisa and Larsa, they talk. They try to take selfies. And Larsa says, me and Marcus have the same passcode on our phones so that we can check each other out. She says that, I'd rather know now because the relationship is new if he has anything going on before setting up and building a lot of hope is something that I find out months down the line that you're really something that you're not. It's like, ooh, I don't know about that. But later on in the Sprinter van, Lars is talking about um, she's that she can be jealous. So it's a little bit much. I guess that's why you see her so clingy and acting like she can't live without him for what, a week. um, when he went away and all that good stuff. I don't know how this relationship is going to go, but we shall definitely see. Um. Okay, so we learn from Kiki after everyone gets back to the hotel so they can change and they're going to go out to dinner. Kiki goes and visits Gertie. Kiki tells us that Julia tells them about um, a podcast that Larsa did. And Larsa was saying that Gertie has fake tears. I'm like, Larsa, I be trying to root for you, but I can't do it. Not right now. Because even how you were during this episode is just like, shame on you, ma'am. So Gertie's like, what? This was just now? Just recently? We've been having a good time. So she was just really fake in my face and just saying something behind my back just last week? Da 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 da. She says, well, I'm going to confront her about it. Blah, 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 blah. Kiki did say something earlier, how she felt about Larsa not being there for her and support. Now you're asking for all the support. Now it looks like Karma's just kicking you in the arse. And I gotta agree with her. So Kiki, all the ladies come downstairs. Everyone has on a different type of color, which is really good. I really love seeing the ladies do that. Um, let's see. So Kiki says, when you're talking about support and all that, I really wanted you at my event, and you said that I can call you out anytime that I don't feel like you're being a friend or that good of a friend. And Larsa said, I wanted to be there, but I had just gotten over my sickness, but during the night I began to have chills and all that good stuff, and I just was not feeling well, and I did not want to really miss it, but everyone was arriving late, and I promise you that that's not who I am, and she'll do better. Kiki says that she's not ready to give up on her friendship with Larsa, but she doesn't know how long she'll be able to handle how Larsa moves sometimes. All right, so they go to this art gallery, and the guys are in these rabbit ear, well, not Chippendale rabbit ear type things, and just down in briefs. It's some type of art thing that Alexia got them going to. Of course, Gertie is not Kiki is flirting around and all this good stuff. They do a bunch of stuff in there. And then they finally play this game of truth and dare that Larsa brings up. And then that's when Gertie confronts her. Is it true that you're saying that my tears are fake? Larsa doesn't deny it, neither does she apologize. And it's just kind of like, it's bad. Gertie has been annoying, but not now. And her feelings are valid. You're still calling her out. You know now that she has cancer. You know what she's going through. And you're still in this state of, at least behind her back, attacking her and just not being a good person. So now, can I say that you're being fake? Yes. And of course, Gertie can say that too. It's like, you're fake, and I don't think that anybody really matters in this group to Larsa, but probably Alexia, Lisa, and Marisol. Just the people that she knew from back in the day. Adriana, she could give or take her, because Adriana likes to hang on the outside or whatever. Because they'll get into it at any moment anyways. I don't like that, Larsa, that you can't even apologize or anything. Gertie's asking for an apology. She's not even saying, I'm not going to be your friend anymore. That is so crazy to me. But she just won't. And I don't get it. But tell me what you guys think. That's all I do have for this episode. I'm enjoying what this trip is going to bring. They're going to the church next week and all that good stuff. But again, I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Go on and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And please like and share this video. And until next week, peace.